Hi friends, welcome back to part 3 of my patch 5.5 MSQ playthrough. Talking slowly because I've been stumbling over my words. It's the second week of my Easter holiday and I've not had to do a whole lot of talking out loud because I've not been teaching for a week and a bit. So yeah, this is fun. Let's make sure I actually click on the window so that we've got things in focus. We're going to do some more Allergan stuff today. I was wondering why there was no icon above it. Turn the UI off. That'll be why. For vengeance. The restrainment node stands poised to lend a hand, figuratively speaking. Loop, guiding user to terminal. This way, please. Okay. Whee! Now, whereabouts is it going to be? Oh. Down here? No. Can't get through there, can we? No, that's the Warring Triad stuff. It is on this level. So it's the other entrance? Yeah. Flagship terminal. Oh, let's see what the others have got to say first. Estinien. Don't look at me. This is a task for you and Alphino. This terminal appears to be similar to the one we encountered when we first set foot here. Let us hope it will be equally helpful. Loop. Access granted to user Demeton Blackthorn and her adolescent Ellison companion. Master Blackthorn's other companion is deemed a potential risk to safe operation and has been denied access privileges until further notice. Estinien's got that old man vibe going on. Bless him. Let's see. According to the terminal, the central console system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you were employing? Why, software version 42.002, of course. Bloop bloop. Warning. Errors detected in the data management system. Estimated time required for update. 5 years, 1 day. That is rather longer than we were hoping. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using this terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? Bloop. The proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that the procedure may have changed as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Oh, these are famous last words, aren't they? Well, I can't imagine it will have changed all that much. As long as we paid due attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we've made any progress. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal, and shall inform you via link pearl once I'm ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may yet have use for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return it to Grahatir once this is over. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go any further, there's something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Allergan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tune of the Ascians, and it was the same in Ishgard when they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that the Ascians touch turns to ash, and thus have you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you tried to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. And so I must ask, what do you intend to do with Fandaniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Ooh. Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I will try yes, and if that fails, I'll remember him. Certainly after I've wiped the smile off his face. I see little point in reasoning with the wretch, or remembering him for that matter. But perhaps that's the difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be but the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence foreshadowing. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus? No. Far from it. That has ever been your way, as I learned when we journeyed together with Ice Hearts. Yet the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as a weakness to be exploited. And there may come a time when you extend the hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow. Ooh! That certainly sounds like end of expansion foreshadowing, doesn't it? So, save your mercy for those who deserve it. Well, we should be getting back to our task. If Alphino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Yes, that definitely sounds a little bit like heroic sacrifice foreshadowing. Maybe that's what's going to happen to Arenvold. As I said, they do seem to be setting Arenvold up for something. They've made a big show of the buddy-buddy relationship between him and Alphino. And, you know, it would have been very easy to not spend that time. We fly through this, yes. Just checking. What was Graha doing anyway? So, the spirit vessel proved useful after all. Excellent. Ali! Estinien told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it from Alphino's absence that he's needed elsewhere. Well, that all sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end. While you were off talking to Nodes, Graha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that the ethereal balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, all other things being equal, the treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of ether with which we must contend. Multiple applications of the treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effects of the tempering completely. Meaning I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Although this endeavour will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, that Tiamat shows no signs of fanatical devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it very well might. She would not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk, it's time to put our theories to the proof. Tell Alphino to disengage the restraint's ethereal dampers. I'm counting on you, Angelo. Piggy noises. How will we even know? Ah, such warmth. The frost that shroudeth my soul doth begin to thaw. But what are these? Visions of days long forgotten, of war with the men of Allag. Wherefore do such baleful memories return to me now? Could it be that the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping her to recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Temujin, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of times past. Okay. Tell me of Bahamut and the Ascians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that the peace we found in Mericidia could have lasted for eternity. But alas, it was not to be. The Ascians saw to that. In all creation I know of none more wicked. It was at their behest that the men of Alag first came unto Mericidia, into our home. The tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our eyrie. Beneath the southern ocean we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to be known as Mericidia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by the peaceful people of the forest, kin to the trees. Surrounded by nature's bounty, Bahamut and I had found a place to raise our young. Fascinating. This correlates with the writings of the Charlayan scholar Marusha. She posits that man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the Second Astral Era. Correctly, it would appear. If only she were with us to hear the tale from Tiamat herself. Again, Angelo. We're going to get the other option now? When first the children of man arrived on our shores, no fuss did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was their fear of dragonkind, and as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. What's the thing to the right? Or is it one of those dragon centaur things? Yet as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more of their brethren who divided the vast land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share came to seem, and soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife, until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entreated us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land knew peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony too were fated to end. The men of Alag slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Ascians. The rest thou knowest only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you are free, we'll rid the world of the Ascians together, and you and your beloved will have justice. Fine sentiments, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over, I'm going to make out with it. Keep going, Alizé. The magic is working. Well, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. No patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close. I can feel it. And while I've only got a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha's, this will work. And I believe I speak for both of us when I say that you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might hold you to that. Right, here we go. Let's go. Angelo, cannon. Porksy strike. Bloop, 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 bloop.
No. I'm almost there.
Hi. We can do this all day.
This is it, Angelo.
Whoom. Blue, 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 blue. Whoa. Oh. Yes, I feel it. The icon's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Time to fight Tiamat. No. Surprise trial. God, that'd be terrifying. Answer me this, children of man. Can my kindred be saved in like manner? Yep.
Many have been subjected to the Allagan's dark arts, their flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know. And I shall do as I must. Oops.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Well said, Ali. Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Here goes nothing. Hit it.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
Model swap. Because one assumes the previous version didn't actually have animations baked in. Bahamut, my beloved. For vengeance and atonement, I rise.
By the gods!
She big? Winning! GG! Oh,
Urianger, your timing could not be better.
dramatic timing. But your news could be.
Understood, we're on our way. It's Bahamut. He's been sighted over Pagalthan.
Pagalthan, that was it. It's
He
dungeon
flies the
time.
largest Amalja settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Time.
Did you hear all that, Alpha? No. You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way.
How?
Our enemy awaits.
Oh. Jump? I was going to say, I assume she's going to land on Tiamat's back as opposed to just flying. Estinien's got a strong leg, but... I'll be fine. Plenty of time to recover on the airship. Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join Estinien and Tiamat in battle. It would be wiser to gather the full strength of the Scions first. The foe we face demands no less. True. Meow. Somebody has the next quest. And it's not Alize. I assume it's Graha.
He just hasn't. No, it's only Alize that spawned.
Ah, there he is. No. The Flames of War. With Luna Bahamut bound for Pagalthan, Grahatir is determined to call upon the aid of your fellow Scions. I've already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Uldar at the Hall of Flames. Let's connect Alphino and be on our way. Antithesis is empty. Well, it's not, because there's a load of dragons around. Oh, yes, that is so much better. So much better. Is it going to teleport us directly to Uldar? It is. If you're feeling worried about me, don't be. I got some rest during the flight, and now I feel ready for anything. First, the spate of abductions, and now an attack on the Amalja homeland. What do the Telephori aim to achieve with all this? By a happy coincidence, Kral and I were in the process of concluding our inquiries when news reached us of Luna Bahamut's return. There's much to discuss, but it'll have to wait. As I am sure you recall, Arenvold and Fordola were bound for Pagalthan. I pray they have not come to any harm. Of the foe we face, we know but little. Though time be of the essence, we must not stint in our preparations, lest our hasty flight to the aid of the Amalja cost us our best chance of victory. Thancred. Now, I know some of you could do with a rest, but I'm sorry to say the Chilofai have other plans. Pagathan is already under siege. Well, shit. Just stand there and blink. Happily, the Immortal Flames arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Terrapin at their head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultanate would respond. It's good to hear that Uldar has not abandoned the Amalja. Abandon them? Do we not profess to be their friends? Which one of you was it that said that? Hello, Papa Shan. Your Grace. Marshal Terrapin has made provisions for such an exigency, and was ready to depart at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favour of intervention. Nor is Uldar alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise dispatched their troops to Pagalthan. Yet even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested. Sorely tested. For we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Tiamat's children. Fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not all of the omens are grim. Our forces report that despite their proximities to Lunar Bahamut, none of the Amalja show any signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to serve a master, Assin or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that were true, anyone could fight him, and Damage and others like her wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Also, we wouldn't have had to go through all of that stuff with Tiamat. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle to best through mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming that is you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to bear you to the front. Pay set forth as soon as you are able. Nod. An oddly long pause there from Athena. I, meanwhile, shall continue to coordinate our efforts. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. Bye, Your Grace. It was kind of her to speak with us personally. You may be certain she has no shortage of other responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do as Her Grace requests, lest we forget how involved in Fodollah in Pagathan on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances are. Indeed. To the airship, then. And they all have to go because the trust system. Which is also probably why Anvold and Fodollah can't be going in... no, which is why our lot can't be going in instead. Speak with the Immortal Flames pilot at the airship landing in Uldar. Hoppity hoppity! What is this blue vendor? Oh, it's Rowena's. Have they always had blue icons? And I've just not noticed. It wouldn't surprise me. I vaguely recall reading about some new vendors in the patch notes, but I can't remember what they were. Wasn't one in Revenant's Toll and one in... Yulmore is the word that I'm after. Greetings. We've been expecting you. But say the word and we shall depart for Pagelthan at once. Oh, we're going into the dungeon from here, are we? Okay. That's an interesting place to go from a dungeon. I'm just going to take a quick check, actually. Just because I've got a couple of minutes. We're going into the dungeon with the trusts anyway. Because I like to for the first time. Yeah, there was a new merchant. Was it this person? Splendor's vendor? No. It was somebody. No, it wasn't them. Ah, this one. Luxury trader. What do you sell? Purchase luxuries. Golden Ronken flute. 25 million gil. I do not have 25 million gil. I'm sure some people do and have already purchased that and are no doubt putting photographs of it up online. 25 million. That's a lot of cash. So, next time, folks, myself and Alize and Stola and Graha, probably. We'll take a look at Pagelthan. See what that's like as a dungeon. Where I will attempt to remember. Have I even remembered to put grit on? I'll do that now. Because otherwise I will forget. Because I'm good at this game. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Have yourselves a wonderful evening. Stay safe. And I will catch you all in the next bit for a Dark Knight point of view. First look at Pagelthan. Until then, cheerio. Talking is hard.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.